Hello, team. Welcome to another weekly sales meeting. We're looking forward to a great lineup today, and we have some big announcements. Make sure you stay till the end because we have a big call to action at the end. We want to make sure everybody hears, but we're going to get started and talk about a big announcement that came out earlier today, 1% down conventional. So this is an exclusive partnership offering with United Wholesale Mortgage, our #1 partner. The 1% down conventional is an affordability product at its heart, and really looking at it and understanding that, it's 1% down with a $4,000 cap on a 2%, grant that's going to come from UWM. Now, the grant doesn't have to be repaid, but it is a $4,000 cap. So just keep that in mind. So when we really think about a 3% down program, or 2% down, or 1% down program, 2% coming from the 4,000, that really puts us at a $200,000 loan amount. It also has a 50% of AMI limit. So again, affordability is key here. So in the markets where the average loan amount is, $175,000 to $300,000, this is going to be a great product offering for the people that have been struggling with affordability the most. And truly, this is actually we're focused on serving right now, is helping more people become homeowners, helping more people become home buyers in a market that's been extremely competitive. So great program, great offering. We're going to be posting more information in Workplace to provide all the different details and all the specifics on how to qualify, but this goes live today. Next thing I want to talk about is sales development. So you heard a little bit about this over the last couple of weeks, that we've been working on a national, company-wide sales development plan. And what this really comes down to is the focus of, we are going to win as a team. We're going to be one organization. And at the end of the day, not every single person wants to win. Not every person wants to do the things that you have to do to win. But what I've learned is a majority do. A majority want to be led. A majority want the accountability. A majority want the coaching. A majority want the direction. And as we've seen over the last several months, or last 6 months, through the coaching program that we've already launched, is we're seeing huge success with the people that are committed to the program. We've also seen that same success with our agent direct program that Sean Grapevine and Sam Abzari have been leading up. Huge success when you add structure, when you add the accountability, when you add direction, when you give the playbook to the loan officer to go win business. So we're going to be rolling this out nationally. It's something that we're working on. We're working with, Todd Bitter, we're working with Breon Price, we're working with Tyler Hodgson, and a group of our sales leaders with the focus on putting together a program that is going to positively impact every single team member. Now, here's the thing, higher level of commitment. What does that mean? That doesn't mean, you're going to be 40 hours a week. You have to be committed to doing certain, trainings or whatnot, but it's all about, hey, 5 to 6 hours a month, I'm going to be committed to be in the coaching program, to be receiving the direction, to be aligning with the strategy, to be focusing on getting better every single day. And, to me, at the end of the day, it's like nobody's above and beyond getting better. Every single day, that's the focus here. I had meetings this morning with Ben Bell and Matt Newman, giving feedback on how we can get better, giving very specific feedback on areas where we can get better. And I'm not sitting there like, hey, guys, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to get all defensive here. It's like, no, this is two people that are great at what they do, two of the best in the business, two people that I trust infinitely, and they know. So we're going to take that feedback and we're going to go get better. Coaching is the same thing. How can we get better? Make sure that the areas that we're weak at, we start getting stronger at. If we say we're going to do something, there's somebody holding us accountable. It's easy in this market to take the easy route. Believe me when I tell you, I know, I remind myself every single day, it's easy to not roll out sales development. It's easy to be like, hey, we're already growing at 100% quarter over quarter. We're already dominating. We're crushing. Why go add another effort into the mix? Why? Because it's the right thing to do. It's going to help us all get better. It's going to help the winners win even more. And it's going to create an environment where we expect to win because we've standardized the protocols and the processes and the procedures and everything we're doing day to day to make sure we are winning. So it's coming in May. We're going to start rolling out more and more information as each week that goes by. But it's a positive thing. It's all about getting better together as a team. Next thing I want to talk about before I hand it off, and this is a big one. I'm going to be sharing an email after this. It was if you get the Housing Wire Lender Life newsletter. Yesterday there was an excerpt in the article that was focused around different loan officers saying how the market's so tough and realtors aren't taking their calls and they're struggling to get deals and there's no inventory and there's multiple bid offers. And this is very much reflective of some of the conversations that I've heard in pockets around the organization. And here's the way I look at it, guys, and I'm going to be very, very straightforward, is it's a loser's mentality. These can all be facts. These can all be part of the circumstances, but they are excuses. When you fuel these things, they become a self-fulfilling prophecy that becomes a barrier to success. And hearing, oh, well, the builders are buying this market, or the banks are buying this market. Like, we've been there. Like, at the end of the day, there's certain parts of the market where competitors are going to come in and buy the market. And it's not about trying to overcome that. You're not going to go and beat Wells Fargo for jumbo business. You're not going to go beat a builder that's, putting incentives that you can't possibly get, compete against. You're going to focus on the other buyers in the market. Every single day, there's 25,000 buyers going under contract for a home. There's opportunities out there. If you choose to focus on the segment of the market that you can't compete for, then you choose to lose. I'm going to choose to focus on the 80%, the 85% of the market. And that's where we're going to win. One door closes, another opens. But you got to put in the work. You got to make sure you're opening doors. If you're relying on the same 10 real estate agents to fuel your business, the same referral sources to fuel your business from before, you've got a problem, because business is going to be down. They're not going to be consistent. You have to expand your relationships. You have to grow the number of people you're impacting on a daily basis. It takes what it takes to win. But what I can tell you for sure is talking about what you can't win and talking about the things that you're not being successful at is not the path to success. Okay. I'm going to come here every single day. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, I tried to recruit this $500 million producer and he didn't come here. Let me just shut down my recruiting efforts forever. Like, no, like every day, 50 messages are going out. Every day I'm having the meetings. Every day I'm doing what I need to do to make sure we're getting better as a business. Every day we're doing what we need to do to increase our value proposition, make sure we're getting better to become a more attractive platform to more and more people and serve our team members better. Like, you got to compete. You got to compete to win every single day. Nobody's going to give you a break. Nobody's going to give you a free deal. No builder's like, oh, I like that local guy. He's a good guy. You go with him this time. No, they're going to try to crush. They're going to try to dominate. They're going to try to win. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to dominate the relationship game. We need to dominate the top of mind game. We need to be everywhere. And we have to remember, the currency in a market like this is reputation. Reputation is key. The company and the loan officer that is most reliable, most consistent, most reputable is the loan officer that the seller's agent is going to select when they have 15 offers from 15 different mortgage companies, all at the same offer. They're going to select the person that's most reliable because they want to make sure there's certainty around that mortgage going through. Make sure you're the person that delivers certainty. Make sure you're the person that has the reputation, that is reliable, that picks up their phone, that always delivers. And even when you lose, make sure you go out of your way and say, hey, I know my buyer lost this one. Hey, we'll be back. Really appreciate the way you handle this. You handle like a pro. You're going to dominate. And we'd love to partner in the future. Like, go out of your way to show what kind of person you are. Go out of your way to show you're competing every day. Make sure people know you're competing to win every day. Because believe me when I tell you, people that you can't tell are competing, aren't. They're not grinding. They're not doing what it takes to win. And those are the people that are focused on the wrong thing. So compete to win. It's what it takes. It takes what it takes to win. You got to compete. I'll be back in a minute. Talk to you soon.
Hey, this is Chad Curtin. Today I'm talking about the home ownership discovery class that we do. So this is a virtual class. We host it weekly. We do it at the same time every week. We actually do Thursdays at noon. And we call it the discovery class because we kind of took the concept that Anthony and UMortgage used to do with the loan officer discovery calls that were hosted on Thursday. So there's one host, myself, and then a co-host that changes every week. So we have loan officers, processors on there, LOAs even. The idea of this is a home ownership class where we're talking about current market environments, what it takes to become a homeowner, the process of being pre-approved, and most importantly, some of the strategies that we're using to get our offers accepted. So the big thing is we're trying to bring value to these calls, to these classes, and with the idea that we want our buyers to walk away from the class being more educated in the process. So who are we inviting? We're inviting any buyer that we're working with, pre-approved list. Some of our buyers are shopping for up to 6 months looking for homes. These could be first-time home buyers, or they could be people that are purchasing their 10th house, investors, and also real estate agents. So if you work with us on a regular basis, you know about this class. It's something that do a really good job of promoting all throughout the week, and everybody knows when that class is. So we're always really pushing our buyers onto the class. So how we're inviting everyone, it's either going to be, through sales classes, through agent meetings, through one-on-ones, through the process of just being pre-approved with us. We're inviting you to the class. And we also use kind of like the big net approach as well, where we're promoting it on social media. We're sending out email blasts to previous customers, letting everyone know it's a really high activity of inviting with a very low barrier of entry to get as many people there as possible. So why do we do the class? The big thing is to really have a high level of engagement between us, the sales, and our clients, making sure that we're staying in front of them, forward facing in front of them. It's an opportunity for everybody within the branch to be able to promote something on a weekly basis of what we're doing. So you think of like, if you throw like a happy hour or something like that, all the amount of time and effort and cost that goes into that. This is an event that just continues to keep rolling. It's the same information, but it changes weekly based on the fact that there's a different co-host each week. So it's really cool in that way. We use it as a retention tool for our buyers. Again, some of our buyers are out there shopping for like up to 6 months at a time. So we want to make sure that we're staying in front of them, keeping them engaged, keeping them positive, keeping them up to date on what's going on in the market as well. And then we also want to make sure that we are allowing our agents to promote this on their own social medias, pushing it out to their sphere so that they can capture more buyers as well. We're using it to bring value to our buyers and to our agents. And then lastly, we're using it as a tool to be able to bring in referrals. So at the end of the class, we make sure that we're, driving forward. Hey, did you find value in this class? If you did, please refer someone that you know that is a renter now or looking to buy, sell, or refinance in the next 2 years. Any event that we do, we always look at the before, during, and after effect of the opportunity to be able to promote it. So the before is going to be inviting, talking about the class. Again, an opportunity to get that word out there. During, that's just anybody that shows up. You got to bring your A game to the actual event. And then the after is the follow-up. So you're taking clips of the class, you're promoting it out there. You're saying, hey, this is what we just did. Man, if you missed this, hop on next week's. So my call to action for everyone is to just get started today. Set a date, maybe start in, maybe yours could just be monthly, but set a date, commit to the date, and start working on your content now and push the word out and get your invites out.
Hey everybody, it is Eric Rossberg down in Jupiter, Florida. I'm very excited to come here today and talk about the UMortgage coaching program, which I've been a part of, and I've been asked to speak a little bit about how the coaching program has impacted me, on a day-to-day basis, month to month, week to week. So on a day-to-day basis, the coaching program has really, number one, it's given me accountability, but it's really structured my day, which has enabled me to spend time doing what I need to be doing. It's freed up more time for me to actually be prospecting. We'll use the term prospecting or building relationships. It's enabled me to build a lot more relationships and create that roadmap for success. From a mindset standpoint, unbelievable. The confidence that I have in building those new relationships with having that structure and the accountability factor has just been a game changer for me. Some metrics. I was asked to bring in some metrics. So I've increased my volume. The sales volume has increased. In April, I've 8 closings, a little over 2 million. I already have 4 lined up for May next month at a little over 1.3 million lined up. So there's some good results showing there. But the big thing that those numbers don't show is the number of agents. And before this, I tried to jot down all the new relationships that I've built year to date. And it's a little over 20 new realtor partner relationships. So some of that you don't get to see. I've been able to do that because the coaching program, part of it is meeting face to face, breaking bread with referral partners. And I've averaged probably 6 to 8. I'm going to have to go back through. Some weeks it's a little bit higher, but no less than 6 face-to-face appointments throughout the week. So with that said, call to action is get an accountability partner. Get somebody that's going to hold your feet to the fire and make sure you're doing what you need to do to get those relationships.
Hey everyone, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Nicole Perino here, engagement specialist and recently licensed loan officer. So I'm here to talk to you guys today about the power of video. No one is surprised that I'm here talking about the power of video, but it seriously is important. And I'm going to give you a couple ways that you can utilize video starting today. So first, let's talk about why is video so important. Gone are the days of just sending an email with an attachment to a paperwork or a disclosure, something that's so confusing and hard to understand. And, that's it. If someone gets a video like that, it's old school. We want to level up. We want to +1 our experiences now. So here's some ways we can do that. Number 1. Now, what are we talking about here? We're talking about borrower consultations, pre-approvals, quotes, initial fee worksheets, any disclosures, any types of documents that are not necessarily easy to understand for a consumer, especially not a person going through the mortgage process for the first time. So at those times are when you want to utilize video. And you can do it one of 2 ways. First, you can, some of our LOs use Microsoft Teams or something like Google Meet or Zoom. So you can do a live video conference with the consumer, with the borrower. Now, what are the benefits to doing it this way? Well, always on video, there's the benefit of them seeing your face, hearing your voice, feeling your expressions and your emotion. But an added benefit here is if you do a live video conference, you can actually read the recipient's body language. So you can see their face, you can hear their voice, you can sort of gauge their emotion, maybe their fears, maybe something's holding them back. So you can see all that if you're on live video conference. Another way that you can utilize video during these times of the process is you can pre-record video using Loom. Now, a lot of us use this software called Loom. It's very, very easy. It basically records your face and it records what is on your screen. So think when you're on a Zoom or something screen sharing, you can show that to the recipient of the video. They can also see your face. Again, they can hear your voice. They can feel your expressions and read your emotion. Now, an added benefit to pre-recording the video and including that into the email is the recipient of this video and the attached document, they can review at their leisure, and they can also go back and rewatch that video as many times as they need, because maybe they didn't quite catch what you said the first time or they didn't understand it fully, so they can go back and rewatch that video many times. Shout out to Caden for that tip there on the videos. So, all right, what is the call to action here? Oh, so I know what you guys are saying before I tell you the call to action. Everyone's probably thinking, well, I'm too busy. My pipeline is full. I got so many things to get out. I just cannot think of how I'm going to fit in taking the time to pre-record these videos. Well, you know what would make you much more efficient, confident, and comfortable recording videos? Repetition. So if you have 5, 10 pre-approvals to get out this week, get on it, get started. You're gonna record all these videos and bam, at the end of this week, you will feel that much more confident doing it, that much more comfortable. Work out the kinks, just get started and get going. Also, later today, we are having a training. Our marketing team is hosting a training, The Power of Video, at 3 p.m. Eastern. So jump on that, hear what they have to say, get yourself prepared, and then go record your videos.
Morning, my name is Greg Burkholder. I'm a loan officer from Dallas, Texas, and today I am going to be speaking on the impact of social media and our business. I personally have grown my entire business through social media. I post on social media for many, many reasons. One, to provide value to my agents and clients, but really the main reason is to show the authenticity of myself. I really believe that clients and agents want to do business with someone that they can relate to. So I post every single day either something of value, a call of action, or something that either my clients themselves or agents themselves can relate to. I do a lot of first-time home buyer loans, so I am posting all the time pictures of my children, pictures of my house, just pictures to show that they're doing business with someone just like them, a normal, everyday person that they can relate to. Because I really believe that people want to do business with someone that they can relate to. So again, a lot of my clients, like I said, first-time home buyer families, children. So I post my two beautiful young men, Tristan and Tyler, almost weekly. Again, just so clients and agents can relate, to myself, and then one or two times, not as much as posting that, but as far as business, I'll post mortgage updates, closings every single time I close, just items like that. So they also get a feel of my business, understand that I provide value, videos, again, giving market updates, items of that nature. I want to do this really so every single viewer or my entire audience stays with me, and I stay at the top of their mind. I want myself and my brand to be known every single time somebody in Dallas, Texas thinks about a mortgage. I've branded myself the Mortgage Master. I have for a long time. I've been in this business a long time. So when people think of mortgages, I want them to right away, boom, think of the Mortgage Master in Dallas, Texas. And that's why I stay on top of my social media. That's why I'm posting every single day. That's why I'm sending out information, through IG or through Facebook, different avenues, items of that nature. Again, so they are always, myself is always on their mind. So just a simple call of action to all your loan officers out there, get out there, post on social media, get yourself out there, show them who you are, show them that you're relatable, show them why they should do business with you, and show them why you are, who they should always think about when doing a mortgage, when doing any sort of business that has to relate to mortgage. That is exactly why I am so active on social media and remain that way. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Greg, and great job across the board, team. A couple things we want to wrap up here. Number one, on Tuesday, April 25th, we're going to be hosting the Master Day for Real Estate Agents. This is a virtual event hosted by Kristen Morgan. Kristen dominates when it comes to presenting to real estate agents, coaching real estate agents, developing relationships where there's accountability and a growth plan. And so this entire focus will be everybody across the board promoting it, getting our agents on there. We're not sitting there soliciting the agent to work with UMortgage. We're focused on adding value. So there's no solicitation. It's all about our, how they can master a day, how they can be more effective, how they can be more efficient, how they can make sure they're managing their time effectively based upon the hours that they have. Everybody's got a different schedule. Everybody does it their own way. And that's exactly what Kristen's going to be focusing on optimizing their performance and getting the most out of their day. So great virtual event. Kristen crushes it every single time. So we're looking forward to this. It's Tuesday, April 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern. The creative assets are in workplace for us to share on social and to promote out to our audiences. Next thing, I want to talk about team is everything. And this is a really important one because a lot of different companies and a lot of different people are doing different things and presenting what they're doing in different ways. And the truth of the matter is it takes years to develop the continuity and the chemistry and the rapport and the culture to be a true winning organization. United Wholesale Mortgage, our top lending partner, number one lender in the entire country, that's been happening. That company's been developing into what it is over the last 20, 30 years. Matt's been the CEO there for 18 plus years. So it takes time to build the culture, to align the values with the way the organization's being ran, to get everybody running in the same direction, on the same page when it comes to how they're executing on a day-to-day basis, how they're delivering their client experience. So right now it's, winning quarter over quarter, winning month over month is great. It's great that we're winning. It's amazing. The focus for us, the focus for me, is building a winning organization, top to bottom, bottom to top, you name it, okay? It means everything we do. It means every single time I see something that isn't aligned with the big picture, isn't aligned with the vision, isn't aligned with our values, I'm going to coach to it. It doesn't matter if it's a leader, it doesn't matter if it's a team member, it doesn't matter if it's an intern, it doesn't matter to me. If I see it and it doesn't align with how we're doing things, we're going to talk about it. We're going to coach to it. We're going to make sure everybody understands the way that we do things here. It's a culture. It's the way we do things. So understand, like, every single role matters. Every response time matters. Every communication matters. And believe me when I tell you, I know where the weaknesses are. I know where the gaps are. I'm coaching to it. I'm getting everybody aligned. And over time, there's two things that happen. One thing that happens is you condition the organization to be a reflection of your standards and your values. The other thing that happens over time is you also coach people out of the organization because they can't keep up with that pace. They can't keep up with those expectations. There's a lot of other people, a lot of other companies that are normal, average, plenty of homes for those folks. But at the end of the day, we're going to be great. And it takes time. Michael Jordan didn't win a championship for 6 years. The Chicago Bulls didn't win a championship for 6 years. It takes time, patience, continuity. But my call to action before we wrap up today is understanding your role in helping us become a championship organization, your role in coaching in the moment, having the conversation. When somebody says something that doesn't exactly feel right, doesn't really live to the values that we're living, that we're focused on living, it's our job to have that phone call, give that feedback. By the way, part of hey, it's hard to give feedback. It's hard to coach in the moment. But you got to learn how to deliver the message. You got to learn how to make you're not just talking at somebody, you're talking to somebody. We're having a conversation. Here's why we do it this way. Here's how it impacts the client. Here's how it impacts our partner. Here's how it impacts our experience. Help people understand the why and the how. But we got to coach in the moment. It's not just, a couple people in the organization. Hey, corporate leadership, that's your job. No, it's across the board. This is the way we're doing something. We're building a winning organization across the board, guys. So call to action, coach in the moment, build the relationships, help people get better by giving them the feedback, explain the why, and show them through your actions and your behavior how we do it, how we're great, how we're getting better every day, and what kind of experience we're delivering in everything we do. Have a great rest of the day and talk to you soon.